Yeah, let me know how everything sound.
Say something.
Yep. Okay. We good. Yeah, Shalom.
Shalom.
This is GMS Warrens with another Walk and Talk, man. We'd like to give the honors and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. Once again, double honors to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the hopeful elect, all right? One of the things me and the brother want to get into, with the Jakes out here, pretty much what you were saying?
Shit. You got Jakes all across the country. Like maybe about back in September, you had two Jakes in Mississippi show up, hanging from trees and stuff. And, they tried to say it was foul play. And then, just recently, I think it was up in Arkansas. It was either in Arkansas or South Carolina. They found another Jake hanging to death inside a lock shed in a Edomite's backyard. They keep trying to say foul play with that, but I mean, you got. I think you were saying somebody did a private. You
Oh,
know,
yeah, some Colin Kaepernick. He did a private autopsy with the family up there for that Jake that was up in Delta State University, closer to Jackson, Mississippi, and to come to find out it was foul play.
mhm.
The guy had he had trauma, blood force trauma to the back of the head, man. It's proven that this guy they try to say this guy hung himself. But there's a lot of other information came out with that too. But the thing is, what the brother get into, you Jakes don't see that your enemies are starting to rise up against you, man. All right, they've been rolled up against you, but it's going even harder.
that old spirit, which we're going to get in Ezekiel 35, that old perpetual hatred is showing towards these Edomites. Even down here, we had a brother on the job where an Edomite was trying to,
Provoking this.
provoke him and tried to throw some hot coffee at the brother, and the brother wasn't paying him any mind and just going about his business. So even more incidences like this are going to take place because, uh, Nero 47, Trump, he's got these Edomites emboldened out here. So, hey,
Yeah,
across the board, they just got to be more circumspect when their environment out here.
yeah, going about your day, man. All right, because these spirits are getting roused up. All right, they coming up against brothers. They coming up against each other. All right, and you brothers got to be on your daily watch, man.
And you Jakes out here that still want to be best friends with the devil, hey, you're gonna get caught up because me and the brother were out eating at a restaurant before we came. You had a end dub with the Edomite. That shit's about to be coming to an end on that level. On Jake dealing with Becky, like these racial tensions are about to really pop up out here.
Oh yeah.
But this is Ezekiel chapter 35. I'm gonna start at verse 1 and jump around. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And just like Jerusalem's a people before it's a place, Mount Seir is a people before it's a place. So this is being addressed to the nation of you Edomites, the so-called white people. But here's the point I wanted to get to, Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred,
Mhm.
and when you get that word perpetual in the Strongs, it's H5769 olam, which reads long duration, antiquity. So from the past, futurity to the future, forever, always.
And see, and what's been proven through the scriptures. We didn't went into other lessons previously that this hatred goes back to what the times of Esau, and Jacob, man. Really, the times of Cain and Abel.
Mhm.
All right, this long drawn out hatred. All right, that you have for Jacob. All right, and it's really about the birthright, man. It's all spiritual.
I was gonna get that too.
Go ahead, you got it.
Kind. But back in Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, which as we read means forever, continuous, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, which when you look at our history, you know, from Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, the Greeks, the Romans, it's always been friction between our nations and much bloodshed on both sides, all the way until today. The blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Jake was in chattel slavery. And then when Jake got out of that, it's like things got even worse.
Yeah.
Because at least then, Esau was making money off of you, so he had to take care of his property, even though Jake was going through it. But when you got so-called emancipated, he had no more use for you. So you had the Reconstruction era, you had all those race riots during the early 1900s, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, the 60s, you had the Civil Rights era, the war on drugs.
Yeah.
And all the way till today, though, as we're going into,
And he had all this real fast
Mhm.
too. He had all these black laws that was passed to do what? Come up against Jake,
Jim Crow law.
Financially, physically. Okay. So that hatred runs deep. It's a systematic hatred too. Right? Spiritual hatred too. All right. The Lord is bringing everything to a boiling point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you Jakes out there understand or no, all right, you're finna meet this devil head on, man. All right, y'all gonna lock horns with this so-called white man out here, man, including you other nations out there too. All right, because he's at a point where he's seeing his country is crumbling through his fingers, man. It's gone. All right, this ain't the good old days where Edomites thrived and you know. Remember I told you, boy, you had the '57 Chevy Bel Airs,
Mm-hmm.
the slick back hair, the ice cream cones, and the
Grease,
the Dr. Pepper
Happy Days,
with the ice creams and shit. I forgot what they call them damn things when they put them together.
Coke, Float.
Floats and shit. Those days are gone, man. Steel mills, and they just making more money at the end and on top of you Jakes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those days are at the end. They all struggling. They all being brought low. Fentanyl has basically destroyed their country, man. I mean, with their nation. All right, the drugs, you name it.
The economy, these Edomites are waking up or starting to that their own government's not for them. Their government's just a puppet of those Amalekites that just use them however they want to use them. So, as the brother was saying, they see that their precious America, that their forefathers' blood, sweat, and tears, which was really the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites that built it up. But our forefathers built this great nation, and it's being taken away from us. So we use Revelation 12, verse 12 to talk about these elites coming down in great wrath because they know that they have but a short time. But hey, that trickles down even to these lower level Edomites. They see that their time is almost up, so they're going to try to lash out and try to bring back, that American dream they thought they had.
Right. What you got another one?
Con.
Let me see.
And lest we forget that incident that happened with that Jake that played for LSU down here. What was his name?
Kyron Lacy.
You come to find, there was a whole controversy about a year ago that he got in a wreck and killed this military veteran, which caused them to lose, his what he lost his scholarship or
his basically his whole career, man. His ranking in the draft and everything.
He lost everything, and then he deleted himself. But come to find out, he had nothing to do with that wreck, and this transformer looking nigga woman was the one that caused the wreck, and then the state police officer that had something to do with it, he made it to where it made that Jake responsible for it when he was completely innocent. So what? Again, that perpetual hatred is being shown towards you Israelites, and it's only going to become that much more manifest as we get closer and closer to all hell breaking loose during Jacob's trouble. But I was going to jump to Genesis 27 to show, where all this hatred ultimately goes back to, because it's much deeper than skin color. They got that saying, only skin deep. Now, this is spiritual deep.
Yeah, I got one real fast for you.
Con.
This is Psalms 55:21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Mhm.
Right? The words of his words are softer than oils, yet they drawing swords.
Everything this devil does is to destroy you Jakes. Because what? You would think if you were just an idiot out here who looked at everything at face value, you would think, oh yeah, ICE is a good thing. It's taking away illegal immigrants and stuff like that.
Let me go back that way.
ICE is a good thing, stopping illegal immigration. But look at what ICE has pretty much become a secret police, not so secret, but a paramilitary force for the Trump administration to come against you Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the Northern Kingdom, they're rounding up people that do have citizenship.
Get to the corner.
Mm-hmm. And then just recently up in Chicago, they raided a apartment complex which was full of Southern Kingdom arresting people.
Yeah, and they roughing you jakes up, man. I'm talking about, I done seen some videos. They dragging you by your damn hair, your feet, putting you in headlocks and every goddamn thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And sooner or later, like I said before in our last video, man, this is gonna be the norm. All right. You're gonna and like I say, we didn't in past lessons on the block, we have shown after a while when you start seeing these Humvees and shit, you people out here, you deadheads, it's gonna be a norm to you too. Oh, that's just the military. And next thing you know, you're gonna wake up in full-blown martial law, man. With a with a bayonet to your goddamn face, man.
A boot on the back of your neck.
Yep.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm an American citizen.
Right.
But this is Genesis 27. I'm gonna start at 38.
So let me put it on do not disturb. There we go. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 27 and 38. Going to the after Jacob had supplanted the blessing to the kingdom of heaven from Esau. And then in Genesis 25, he took his birthright from him. So Esau got asked out on everything. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, which we can clearly see Esau's living that right now. He's, in control of the planet. But what? Now he's coming to the end of this temporary blessing he got, and they're about to lash out for it.
Yeah. Because he's losing, man. He's losing that power. He's losing that covering he had over the whole earth. Everybody's walking up to the so-called white man's a damn devil, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And he's not right. Everybody but two-thirds out there. I will say that.
That seems to be the only people out here that can't see that. And they're the ones that have been getting their asses kicked in the most by Esau, but you still think that this snake is your best friend.
Right.
Hey, he losing shit. He losing his woman, everything. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Gain that sword.
No, I should leave it turn back around.
Gaining.
I get over here because they running.
He got the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven by what? His military might.
Mm-hmm.
And shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, which happened, after King Solomon's reign. And then Esau just been on a tear since then.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart or his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And from that time on, he's been on a rampage to slay his brother Jacob, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And who is the brother Jacob? You Israelites out there, all right? This thing is spiritual, man. Real fast. That's why when you look at over time, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, this so-called white man has a perpetual hatred for you. You don't like him, he don't like you, and you don't even know why. You can't come together. You can't do nothing with him without getting into it, man. All right? And like I said, this is all over the birthright, This is all over, all right? These devils losing that birthright to us, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And like I say, and to say this too, you was already rejected, all right? You've been rejected before the children was even yet born. The Lord has chosen Jacob to be his chosen, man, not Esau. All right. And these biblical scholars out there, they mix up what actually happened to try to, say Esau had his birthright stolen, but he gave it up. We went into that on the block.
Mm-hmm.
He literally despised the birthright. He never wanted the birthright, man. All right. And we see what he would have done with the birthright right now.
Look at what he's doing to the planet right now.
Would have jacked everything up. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that brother brought out Proverbs 4 and 16. Hey, Shalom Akim. To the comment board out there. That's a good one. And the brother from
Virgin Island.
Virgin Island. You see? I think, he got two of them. This brother got some. We'll get him. We'll go down the line on him. Get that first one. The first one for the brother. Proverbs 4:16.
It's Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Yeah, that's just the makeup of this so-called white man. He can't even sleep at night unless he kills somebody, causes many people to go off, many people to die, right? And that's just him. Okay.
And his main target is what you Israelites, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon, they've made our life a pastime and a market for gain.
That's right.
So it's a pastime for these devils to just, abuse you Israelites. And they've made our suffering and our labors a market for gain from them.
Right.
They built their whole rulership off of the back of our forefathers and foremothers all the way up until today.
Right. Keep going, man. Let me see something. I'm gonna get this one. Come on. just you see this shit, man? Motherfucker just come stand right in front of us, man. Like, come on, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter
Bugged out ass people.
on the real. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. You see? And to whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, least the light of this glorious gospel of our Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine upon them. Yeah, that's right, man. And the God of this world is who?
Esau.
Esau Edom. And through his philosophies and doctrine, he has blinded the minds of, first and foremost, you Israelites out there, man. You're the ones that are greatly blinded and deceived by him, man.
It's
All
like a
right?
Gia.
Yeah. You're greatly blinded and deceived by this man and believing that, you really believe that he's God, man. You really believe that this guy is going to be on top forever.
Said their father, the devil.
Yeah. All right. Let me go up to the comment board, too. This is from the brother from Memphis Saints of Light. Proverbs 24 and 1 and 2. It says, be not thou envious against evil men. It says, neither desire to be with them, for their hearts study destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Yeah.
Hey, all these policies, Esau does. Hey, going back to that Micah chapter 2, yeah, in their beds at night they work their mischief, and then in the daytime they practice it. And then when you read down, it says to oppress a man in his heritage, even a man in his lands and everything.
Yeah.
Esau uses his craft, behind the scenes. They figure out they have these councils on how to overthrow you, Jakes. Then they come with the narrative out in public to make it seem like it's helping you, but what? You always end up at the bottom of everything.
Every time, man. Okay. Whatever you had.
Yeah, I just got two more
Okay.
because we
Yeah, I was checking the comment board though.
kind of, because as we read in those first couple of verses, Esau has that perpetual hatred towards you Israelites, and continues to slay you with the sword. And with in lieu of current events, you can clearly see, from the average everyday devil to these devils at the tops, they're getting ready to move on you Israelites.
Yeah. They already set the bills and policies up. All right. They already set the main pieces of putting these troops in these cities. All right. They have you, Jay, all cornered with that great besiege, man. They finna besiege these hoods, man. These towns and cities, they have put you up there like you some big bad, like Chicago, like Memphis, like New Orleans. You doing up all this crime and killing, which ain't really shit going on, man. All right, but they're making it that way so they can come with the sword, man. This guy Trump said earlier this week that we need to use these cities that are bad with crime and use them as a training ground for the military. What that mean?
That can only mean one thing: the U.S. citizen is going to become an enemy combatant.
A soft target, man. We done videos on that. I done videos on that term soft targets, man. And that's what you Jake's finna be. Collateral damage, man. All right? This man's finna come down. Revelation 12 and 12. Okay.
Uh,
Ooh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Actually, I got three more. This we know this is talking about the elect when they get those powers, but hey, it's showing that the elect are going to go against these Edomites, but hey, 2/3 are going to be going against these Edomites as well. As the elder brother always says, you Jakes are going to lock horns with these white boys out here.
Yeah.
'Cause-
That's why, man. Ultimately, when you look at this whole thing, I brought it out before. It's been a while. I brought it out. You look at the reality of things that's going on here in this country. In this country, man, this is the most gun-loving country there is, man. You go to Afghanistan, you go over there to these different countries. Palestine, them motherfuckers throw rocks over there, man. Over here, leg gonna be flying, man. Okay? And they know that, like I said, these elites know that they're gonna have to put down a lot of you, man. All right? These good old boys, these patriotic Edomites, they're gonna go to war with them too. You Jakes out there that think you big and bad, they coming for you, man. You gonna have your day. Okay? Hey, and to be honest, man, the men of the Lord, we happy that this devil coming down on you. Nero 47.
Mhm.
We happy he coming down on your asses, man. Cause we sick of you too. We sick of you Edomites. We sick of you. Hey, man, let's let it go down. All right?
Quit bullshitting.
Yeah, quit bullshitting and just let it go down, man. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Zechariah 9. I'm going to read verses 12 to 13. Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Speaking of the elect, because our hope is not in, coming together with the black dollar or black power or anything like that. Our hope is in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that he's going to get us through these calamities.
Yo.
Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee when I have bent Judah from me, the southern kingdom, you so-called Negroes, and filled the bow with Ephraim, the northern kingdom, so-called Latinos and Native Americans, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece,
You see?
and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. And, like I said, we know this is ultimately talking about the elect getting those powers, but what? You Jakes, the sons of Judah and the sons of Ephraim are going to be raised up against the sons of Greece, these Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
And even Yahushua said that in one of the things that would be taking place during the last days is going to be race wars. This is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. But nation, when you go into that word, I believe it's ethnos, which goes into what? Tribes, families, genealogies, nations of people. So one nation, one race standing up and fighting against another.
You can't get around that, man. For all you Bible thumpers out there, all you false camps are saying Jacob's trouble is not going to happen. Martial law is not going to happen, man. What book is you reading, man? All right? What scripture is you reading, man? These are things that are going to go down, man. You can see them. All right? The racial tension is at an all-time high, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Like this brother opened up in the lesson. Jakes are getting hung. All right? Jakes are being found dead. These spirits are roused up, man. The Most High is doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that out there too. That the Most High is doing this, man. All right, the Most High is putting the spirit on man that has that spirit of vengeance. All right, and going about doing shit so he can raise up that old lion, man.
God.
Go ahead.
I got one more. And hey, you Jakes that still want to be in that kumbaya, we're the world spirit. Hey, you're gonna get put down. You're gonna be some of the first ones to get put down. But this is Isaiah 13. I'm gonna start at 14.
Isaiah, what did that? Isaiah what?
13.
Yeah, that's it. That's
God.
what I was thinking about when you made that statement. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 14. And it shall be as the chaste roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, and they shall turn every man to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. You're gonna see these nations that came over here to live that American dream go back to their lands.
I just did a video on that, man. Or some other nations that I know, man. They saying they're getting the hell out of America, man. And saying that the reason why they leaving because this is not the American dream that they thought it was. We struggling more over here than we was in our own country.
Damn nightmare.
You know? And they got, and like I said, they ain't talking about it. It left. Got the fuck out of here, man.
Hey,
The dude sold everything, closed the BMW, and he's back at home right now, man.
that's prophecy in real time.
You know?
That said, every man shall turn to his own people. People are going to be clicking up with their nations.
That's right.
And for those that still want to hold hands, what's it saying? Proverbs 11. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Everyone that is found amongst the nation that's not their own shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished or raped. So you were Jake. You live in a suburb. You got the good Edomite neighbor. You went to the football game, his son's football game, or he had a barbecue at your house. It's gonna get to the point to where, hey, they're gonna be breaking into that house, putting you through with the sword, dashing children to pieces, and raping your wives. And it's gonna happen on the opposite end too. You Edomites that want to live amongst these different nations, or just these different nations that want to try to be around, other nations. That applies to all of you. If you're not found amongst your own in that day, you're gonna get put down, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah. You're not found of the elect. You don't have the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. It's gonna be it for you, man. These goddamn excuses getting bad.
That's it.
All right. So with that, man, we hope this was edifying and to the point. As always, we're gonna end it off by giving infinite honors, infinite praise to Yahweh,
By
Hashem
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai, by
by
Shem
Hashem,
Kadash. Once again, double honors to our elders, the elders apostles of GMS, Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations again. Until next time. Shalom.
Shalom.